Welcome, everyone. It's really encouraging to see so many people come out to our parenting skills lecture. I know the schools have been trying to implement these lectures for some time, and I'm so happy to see them supported. I heard the focus of the last lecture was on the goal setting, helping kids to set and reach goals. I want to expand on that a little tonight. I want to take it into the financial area. How many of you were taught how to save and how to use money as a child? A few of you. How many of you were just thrown into adult life clueless about the world of finances? Wow, even more than I thought. Okay, well, let's not do that to the next generation. Today, I want to talk about something pretty simple: the value of saving and investing. Teaching kids about these things in a way that makes sense to them. Most kids don't automatically understand that saving for something later can be better than spending on something less desirable in the present moment. They need to be taught to set goals and to be patient in working toward them. Okay, first, I want to convince you to give allowances. I know not all of you believe in allowances, but I'm going to encourage you to try to make sure your child has a little bit of money coming in regularly, and with younger children, at least, that probably means giving it to them. You might simply give it with no strings attached, or it might be an incentive for doing chores. Once an allowance is in place, show your child how to manage it. Most kids have something that they want. Maybe it's a video game or a phone. Maybe it's a bike or some sporting equipment. Guide your child in finding out the price of the item. Go to a store or look online. This is a good chance to teach a little comparison shopping. Then, help your child figure out how many weeks it would take to get the item using the full allowance. Help your child figure out how many weeks it would take if using half of the allowance. Then, try this as an incentive. Say, I don't think it's good to use your whole allowance because there are going to be other things you want or want to do. It's always good to have some money on hand. Half would be more reasonable. Let's find a way to put half of your money somewhere that you can't get it every week. Then, find a container for cash that can't be opened or set up a savings account. At this point, it doesn't matter which. Each week, help your child record the new balance in savings and calculate how many more weeks there are until the item can be paid for. Think about what you'll pay for and what will come out of allowance money. For example, you may pay for your child to go to the pool or movies during the summer, but say that any treats come out of the allowance. Point out to your child that once the treat is eaten, it's gone, whereas the item being saved for can be paid ahead if the amount of the treat goes toward it. Okay, saving from allowances is pretty basic. The second thing you'll want to do is to help your child understand investing. And before you undertake managing stocks together, I'd suggest doing something more concrete. For this, think of something you or another older person would be willing to pay the child for that requires some supplies or tools. To take a simple example, perhaps you regularly buy herbs. Consider hiring your child to grow and sell them to you. Even if you start with just a few potted plants of mint, parsley, or rosemary, there should be some yield. Explain to the child that this will be handled like a business, that he or she will need to pay for or find for free whatever is needed to start. That might be pots, soil, and seeds. You can encourage your child to look at sites such as FreeCycle or to ask around for pots and starter plants. Explain the risk involved. Explain that patience will be needed. Be willing to pay at least what you'd pay at a farmer's market. Or invest in the business yourself as a co-owner, contributing expertise and materials and selling to other friends and family members. An older child might be paid to brush and bathe a pet regularly. after buying appropriate brushes, towels, and so on. Or a child might buy materials to make knit dishcloths or other practical items to sell to family and friends and at craft fairs. Be willing to facilitate this.